We want it a little bit louder than that.
Are you doing a video?
Don't hit the person next to you. Do you feel more energized? I only do that because it looks so cool. Does it sound better here or over here? I got the power. I love that song. There's something about it. How many of you have power? Say aye. Aye. See, we do. The one thing I learned in physics is that energy cannot be created or destroyed. It can only be transferred or transformed. And so the question I have for you is, what kind of energy are you transferring to other people? Because the energy that you put out, life is a mirror and gives you back your own reflection. Think about that. Who are you attracting into your life? Because that's the energy. Like energy attracts like energy. And so if you don't like some of the people that are with you or around you, think about changing your energy. See, you attracted them. You don't get what you want in life. You get who you are. That's why I say, Carl, that life actually is a mirror and gives you back your own reflection. So what are we doing in our world to attract who we're attracting? And what are we doing in our world to attract all those listings, to attract all those agents, or repelling them away? Because you're doing one or the other all the time. Now, when you look at all of this, and I'm here to tell you about MAPS coaching, and some people say, oh, you're here to sell us on MAPS coaching. No, I'm not. It's open to anybody that's interested in getting ahead and having someone else help. Because see, here's one of the things I found. I was having dinner one night with some folks, and we were having a great conversation, and I was smiling. Turn to your neighbor and just smile. Now, I've never done that people didn't laugh. I don't know what it is about smiling. And if you really want to have some fun, pull down the mirror in your car and smile at yourself. And if you don't burst out laughing, I've never found anybody that could do that. It's so fun. Well, so here I am, I'm talking away, I'm smiling, we're having a great conversation, and I go to the restroom. And just as I'm washing my hands, I look in the mirror, and there's this big piece of spinach right here, right? Where I'm going with this is I didn't want the spinach there. I was unaware of the spinach being there. So awareness is the first step to change, and I got to ask you, who's observing you to help you become better? Because see, just put a line at the bottom of a page, any page, it doesn't matter. See, this line is where you are currently at in your life. Right now, wherever you are, which is right here in Austin, Texas, that's where you are. And that's where you are in your business as well. And then let's draw a line at the top of the page and just put, that's where I desire to be. That's my goal. That's my dream. And then in between, there's this big gap. Most people get caught in that gap trap and never realize their dreams. See, MAPS coaching is what takes you from where you are today to where you choose to be. And they do that in such a way that they help you by altering your thinking, altering your energy, because your thoughts carry energy, your feelings carry energy, and your actions, for goodness sakes, carry energy, right? So it's who we are actually being, it's actually what we are doing, and what we have in our life that keeps creating our life. And some people have a life by design, and some people have a life by default, thinking that no matter what happens to them, they could never change their set of circumstances. And yet I'm here to tell you and boldly say life by design, life by default. And I did that because a lot of people would never admit that they have a life by design. See, there is no life by default because every single life, everything in our life, we have designed by the choices that we have made, and everything is a choice. Whether you go to a restaurant and you choose a hamburger or a steak, it is a choice. Every single thing, you're going down the grocery store aisle and you choose to pick something up. Everything is a choice, and many people just think, well, that's what I do. It got really heavy in here. Did you notice the energy went from really to where are we going with this? Because when we think about the choices that we make and who's helping us make those choices, Gary Keller said everyone needs somebody to observe them from a different level. And that observation is what a coach does. Now, there's some coaches right here in the room, and I know that there's some in the other room, in the overflow room. So if we could just have the MAPS coaches stand up, so if you ever have any questions about MAPS or BOLD, please. Thank you so much. Thank you for all that you do. And some of you are brand new to MAPS, and we're excited that you're here doing this class, because each and every one of us, are you learning something? Yes. Right? What are some things that you've learned so far? I always do that, and nobody talks. Yeah, we're learning a lot. What have you learned? Not sure.
Follow the model.
Follow the model. That's a great one. See, and coaching has models too. Some people think, well, I know how to sell real estate, so I'm a coach. Or I've been a team leader, so now I can coach other team leaders. And there's models and systems of coaching, just like there's models and systems for selling real estate. And most people do not understand that. They think they can go out and find any coach and it's going to be great. Well, it doesn't really work that way, because some coaches still think that 411 is directory, assistance, or they think gold is a laundry detergent, or they think 135, the next number is 7. For those of you who understand our models and systems, they don't. And just because they've used some models and systems still don't make them a coach. Do they know the GROW model? Do they know the ORID model? Do they know the models of coaching, the 4 quadrants? Do they know the 5 steps to getting out of a limiting belief and into a life of abundance? Those are the things that we have at MAPS, because we are the only coaching company that actually coaches with the brain in mind. Everyone else coaches a different way, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just you've got to bring in the thought process with the models and systems to be a great coach. Now, we have group coaching for people to start out. Remember, they're asking me to